it is true that we receive from God only His energy and not the person itself, like Palamas says, and I believe that's true actually, then it seems that out there are persons who have a better ability to use that than we, or at least know better how to deal with it. Speaking without voice. If all this alien stuff is true, and I start believing that this is true too, there's so many testimonies on the internet from brigadiers and generals and lieutenants and whatever, especially about one thing, about Roswell, about this 1947 crash of a UFO with dead greys in them. We call them greys because of the grey skin. People don't seem to breathe. Yeah, they don't need air. And there is no voice. Seem to communicate without voice. How can you communicate without voice? By energy, by telepathy. I think it's the English name. Telepathy, and that's what we should learn. Our visions, our dreams, which we have in history of all our saints. This is energy from God. This is telepathy, and we ourselves are able to communicate with that. And there are people out there knowing how to do it. I would like to learn that. I would like to speak with them. Why is that not possible? If really 1947 this UFO crash was there in Roswell, and it seems there was another one in New Mexico, there's lots of these stories, but I keep on that Roswell story because it seems that the technology development, which for example makes it able that I'm sitting here and talking to you, fiber optics and microchips, that comes out of this UFO crash, and later on industrial redesign, it's called, which many people have done until now. I mean, ask yourself, who has invented fiber optics? I mean, we know it from cars, you know, it's Benz, or from Microsoft. Yeah, that's Windows, Bill Gates, yeah, and Apple, well, Steve Jobs. Fiber optics, no idea. Maybe it's just we know factories like NASA, who also is in these stories always, or Western Digital, also a factory. Groups of people, but no names, no source. I mean, what's that? Yeah. If a guy like me can figure that out, I mean, everybody can figure out. I think the time is over. But I don't want to talk so much about facts or reasons why, because there could be good reasons, Cold War, to keep secrets, all that stuff is interesting and debatable, and sooner or later it has to come out anyway. What does it theologically mean if the people are out there? They're able to communicate without voice. The absence of energy theology in the Western world has dried us out somehow. We are not able. Ignatius of Loyola and the distinguishing of the spirits is the picture. I mean, it's just the highest difficult thing. It's just so difficult because we don't know how to deal with it. We never tried it really. We don't know about energy. The new physics now teach us quantum physics, materials, energy, Higgs boson, all that stuff. 100 years it's now that we're dealing with that stuff. And now imagine that really, for example, one of these very weird theories, not Roswell, says that human beings are created by the Anunnaki Adam and Eve is a genetic product of the laboratories of the Anunnakis. Another race, not grace, now the Anunnakis. Well, let's take that. Let's say that's true. What does it mean theologically? Well, nothing really, because the question stays the same. Who created the Anunnaki then? I mean, God is just, okay, he started on another planet. Theologically, I don't see any relevant problem why we should not deal with that. Jesus has saved our planet. That stays the same. I'm a Catholic, so it's quite easy to expand the Second Vatican Council a little bit. We have Nostra Aetate, so there is written that in the other cultures, in Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, there are other parts of the truth. Well, where's the problem to say on other planets are also other parts of the truth? You can expand that. There's no problem. Of course, I would say a non-breathing being, intelligent to build flying objects, needs another solution story. So I would say Jesus saved the human race, yes. The grace, I don't know, must have a different story. The funny thing is we have the same consciousness. There seem to be other races around, for example the Chinns with 8 different sexes, I don't know, the Russian book of the races. Maybe it's also there's a lot of disinformation also out there. I don't know what's true or wrong. And I don't care so much, but the certain things are interesting, that the Greys, for example, have no real body. We have one, we breathe, they don't. If there are Chinns out there, they seem to have 8 different sorts of sex. Remember the picture of Paul, when Paul says one is arm, one is hand, one is feet, and this is the church, this is the body of Christ. Christ is head, in this case. Imagine that we expand this as well and say, well, head in a human, in a biological sense, let's say it that way, are the Greys, because they have a head and they develop technology. We are hunting to get that. It's still not finished yet, far away from finished. So it seems that they are more intelligent than we are, or maybe longer on the way. We are lungs, we're breathing, you know. The Chinns, it seems they are the sexual part. So the picture that appears to my mind is that the universe seems to be a collection of different races, like an organism. That the whole church, the whole body of God now, is made of different planets. Okay. I just want to say, I personally have no problem with the existence of ETs and combining that with my Christian religion. I find personally, I'm a very big fan of the Second Vatican Council, and I find truth in Chinese and Hinduism, and my whole energy theology based on the Orthodox Church is expanding our theology out into these cultures. Yeah, okay, except Islam. I've never found anything in the... Yeah, let's leave that. I mean, I cannot really say something about that. But energy is found in all these cultures. Islam does have no energy reception. I've never heard anything about that. And so we seem to be a human body, different cultures, different talents. Biggest talent of Islam is maybe to defend themselves. Also talent. And we are one race. A body, I mean, it makes sense. We have this so-called flower of life, the holy geometry. And this circle flowers, you have one circle and you make, I think this symbol, yeah, which every Gothic church is built on, and the Chinese, it's in the Chinese white pyramid, and the Egyptians have it 6,000 years old, I guess. This holy geometry, you can find a Fibonacci sequence in it, and P. That's a good symbol, I would say, for an organism. It's mathematically constructed and can make a consciousness connection also to other races. And because it's not typically a story from human beings, not Christian, not Hindu, not Buddhism, but a mathematical thing which is available also for other races. Because the consciousness, our stories are different, our bodies are different, the way to communicate is different, technology is different. But the consciousness is the same, otherwise we could not communicate. If telepathy is possible with these people, Grey, Jinn, Anunnaki, whatever, we have the same consciousness. That's a very interesting point. And the mathematical constructions like this flower of life circle is really, that's really something. I guess I have it here. No. Flower of life is really a symbol for interstellar philosophical debate. It's possible. And this is the interesting thing. This is what we should do. That's it. That's the flower of life. Can anybody see that? Maybe need a sheet of paper. So that's it. The flower of life. You see that? You can find it in the internet. It's a very old symbol. Mathematically very, very interesting. And a good basis for interstellar religious discussions. Because this is what we can communicate with them as well. And the crop circles include that. We have it in the Gothic churches, in the Chinese tradition, and the crop circles show it that also these people know the flower of life. So we already have a philosophical thing to speak about. The cultural exchange is possible. And it fits to the energy theology of the Orthodox and hopefully soon also Catholic Church. I mean, we're trying to, yeah, we cannot, Orthodox churches, I'm a Catholic, but I have to say in this case we need the Orthodox theology and the energy receiving thinking of Palamas, even in the intergalactic meetings. That's really something. That's crazy, sorry, but I didn't think that energy theology would lead me to that far. I mean, when I started with this on the internet, you put in energy and you get such an amount of there are two themes very much connected. This is ETs, UFOs, and free energy. That's, let's say, the dark side of it. The same people who hide this Roswell and UFO stuff seem to hide the existence of free energy for whatever reason. And if I can understand that some hiding is good in a Cold War for safety reasons, okay. I cannot understand that we keep on with fossil fuel, how is it called? You know, oil, gas economy, if we have alternatives. This is against the human rights. I mean, we are human beings and we have people suffering around the world. Energy is a basic need for building up a civilization. Yes, they could make weapons also, but this we have done since Stone Age. There's no reason to say, to hide that. It's only business and money reasons that can show that clearly. And this is the dark side, not only of the moon, Also stories about the dark side of the moon. I'm not really sure about this stuff with the moon, because doesn't it turn also? I mean, yeah, on the dark side of the moon there should be a city, quite a big one, or a base at least. I don't know, but there's a lot of disinformation also out there. If the moon does not turn, I have to study astrology as well. How much can you study in a life? If it's true that if the moon doesn't turn, then okay, then I believe the story as well, because yeah, why not? If there are people out there, they're surrounding us already, it seems, on Mars, or on the moon, whatever. I'm missing the cultural exchange, you know? Our questions stay the same, and the only thing is, we don't lose our religion by that. The Bible is capable to deal with this. We have even architecture, whole Gothic is symbolistic, full of the flower of life, and we are not finished with collecting truth from other cultures. We still need, but that takes we have 2000 years development of Christianity. We will need another 2000 years maybe for Chinese and Indian culture, and integration theologically of the chakra system and the theological system, and of the Taoistic Qi, which I don't know myself so far. I mean, I know it exists, but I don't really know what it means. But I'm sure that the chakra system we need to integrate. We have a whole lack in anthropology. Once more time, I started with, they speak without words, telepathy. In the Indian chakra system we have this aura, we call this all esoteric. But we have an old tradition of these energy bodies around, 7 chakras, and again, it's all compatible with orthodoxy and Palamas, who says we receive created energy. I mean, we receive also God's energy. We are created energy. It's all energy. It's all. But the most detailed system is the chakra system. Nobody ever made so much science about it. And here is an exchange of this energy between human beings possible. They know things we don't. They know how to levitate. There are people levitating. Yeah. We are looking for anti-gravity here, and it seems that also our visitors from other planets know how to do that with machines. And in India we have people knowing how to do that with their own body. It's all a question of energy. If we increase one side, we also increase the other side. We need a cultural exchange. And no intergalactic war, please, not. This is not the way on. We need cultural exchange. This is a step further. Congratulations, the slowly integration of new technology in society has succeeded, otherwise I would not sit here in front of a camera. And of course this is better, and I can believe also, maybe this is also disinformation, but on another timeline Kennedy should have revealed this whole secret, and the world got down in chaos. Yes, maybe. If it's true or not, I don't find it so much important in this case, because the fear behind this is very clear. What happens if we reveal that? What will the people do? Holy shit, I mean, America loses its authority because of 40 years of lie. I'm sorry, not 40, 60, 70 years of lies now. Or maybe even longer. 47 and Roswell is this, for me, is the big point where I can have evidence to believe that this is true. For me, this is real evidence. If 20 or 40 people of military services of different kinds telling me, yes, I have worked there, yes, I have seen this, I have done this and this and this. There was a splitting organization, you doing this office, and they didn't talk to each other. So everybody knows a bit. It's very interesting to listen to them. The channel is called Serious Disclosure. Go there. I'm going to make a link in the video description. If you listen to them, and I'll make a playlist. I'll make a playlist with ETs, but I don't load it up myself, so if you want a playlist, my collection, you go to my channel, and you will find in my playlist something called ETs, and some more text. And I will make a second, I have already a second, free energy. Because these two themes are related. Free energy is more the technical part, and ETs and something else, ETs and the Bible will be this video maybe. And this is more the philosophical part. We have to make an exchange. Time is ripe. I hope to speak also other languages. My English is not the best, but it will be enough. I hope that we have the chance to speak together. I would like to, and I don't want to forget these things. There's so much going on which we don't know yet. We're just in the beginning. Oh, even our esoteric guys with the water, oh, how's it called? Age of Aquarius. You understand? We as the fish, swimming in the water, and the Aquarius is holding the water in a bottle. I mean, in ancient pictures. I like these old pictures. You know about cold fusion? MIT has discovered cold fusion. We're learning now how to control the water, how to get free energy out of this. Isn't that fascinating? And this whole new age has started in 2012. That's already a few years ago. To be exact. 2014 now. So, we have started. The whole thing has started. We're controlling the water. It's our time. The time is over to hide it. So I think even if the Kennedy story is right, maybe there are other timelines, maybe there are other possibilities, maybe not. The fear is correct. But the time is over. We will be able to handle that because it's the time for it. You can say that the age of Aquarius, you can say cold fusion, and you can say we have the same consciousness with the extraterrestrials, and there will be an exchange. The time is ripe for all that stuff to happen. And this is actually my question. How long do I need to look for secret informations in the internet? And when will it be time to speak openly about all that stuff? And yes, of course, America will have big, that will be a big self-looking at your own history. Let's say it's a national psychotherapy, because 60 or 70 years of secrets, that's something. But again, the Cold War is your best argument, and it's understandable, but also this time is over. Communism is not a world system anymore. We have now problems in Ukraine, yes, but it's not the same. It's not about a worldwide system now. North Korea is a problem, but it's not about a worldwide system now. If you wait until all the conflicts are over, you will wait forever. The time is ripe. Let's say 2012 has passed. Time is ripe. Open the doors. Well, that's it. And the theological implications, they will take forever. I would like to first to see their stories, what their religion they have. And for the same consciousness, yes, of course, we can have an exchange of ideas. Humanity and greyanity are for sure comparable in a humanitarian way, in a philosophical way. Christian ideas can be shared, but like any other religion ideas, philosophical ideas can be shared, not only technical stuff. I love the new technical world, but I also like to share philosophy. It's not possible in a hidden world. How shall I share philosophy with people who officially don't exist? That's actually my big argument. I want to talk to the people. Please give me the chance. And not only me, everybody. The time is ripe. I repeat myself. That was it for today. God bless you.